So I have a new music video that I'm working on, and the idea for this was that there would be a fire and it would be burning like a shed or a house down or something like that. And since I don't have the money to replace that or the house, we made this makeshift shelter out of a bunch of just used lumber and stuff that's been sitting outside for a long time. So it actually turned out decently. My wife helped me build it, and yeah, not too shabby. It definitely looks like a shack, which is what it's supposed to. So all right, so here's a little behind the scenes for the movie Live. We have this burn pile in the back of our yard. We also have this pile of wood, and there's actually like at least one trailer underneath of there and our set of axles that I've been trying to get to for a while. It hasn't been top priority, but I want to rebuild the trailer at some point in time. But all this wood's been stacked on top of it, and I've just never dealt with it because it's never been a priority. So anyway, we're taking the opportunity to get rid of some of it. It's been sitting outside for a long time, and so dug into it. And the concept and idea of the whole song Live is that even when pain and suffering comes, there is beauty that comes from it. And so my idea was to have this burning structure, or a house-like structure, behind me. We didn't want to burn our house down or the barn because, one, insurance companies don't like that, and two, I can't pay to replace them. I'm not one of those millionaire YouTubers. So anyway, we're gonna burn this house down, shack, and it's gun shooting season for everybody around here. So we're gonna shoot, or not shoot, we're going to burn this down as the sun is setting, and signify the fact that even in disaster, there is still beauty that comes from it. So I want to show you just how janky this thing is, because quite frankly, I don't want anybody to think that I'm doing something, or I'm destructing something that's actually like good and useful, because it really bothers me when I see a bunch of people that are taking something that's good and new and basically just absolutely destroying it. So we didn't do that, so let me show you around. All right, so it looks, halfway decent, kind of, but once you get around the backside, this is literally like our fire pit for everything. And so everything is just barely held together by screws, and we even got our Christmas tree down here. So anyway, not really a whole lot to say other than we need to burn it and get rid of it, and it's barely standing up. So you got what? Oh, nice. So yeah, so we're gonna burn this, and the kids are super excited because they thought I was building them a clubhouse, and we're not gonna let them hang out in that. It's a little sketch, so we'll build them a nicer one later. But yeah, so that's the idea for the music video. That's a little bit of behind the scenes. We got to figure out when the sun sets and that sort of thing, and make sure that the wind doesn't die, because I don't want to bake and roast, and we don't want to burn anything that we're not intending to. So, but that's the structure, and hopefully we'll have a chance to burn it down here in a little bit. Yeah. Kind of crazy, huh? Yep. Hopefully gives the desired effect that we're looking for, and if not, well, my wife now is 100% certain that we can build our kids a play place. I was like, I don't know about that.
Every pain has a purpose. Sometimes we won't understand.
fire in there. Okay, we'll watch them when we go inside.
Open there. There's a fire. Like this? We're gonna
Well, friends, we did it. We burned the building down last night. Burned it all the way to the ground, yeah. Actually, it's funny, like, all this stuff in my mind, I don't know if it's just because we've all watched movies since we were kids and that sort of thing. It always goes differently in my head. But then after it gets shot, I'm like, I don't know if I could have planned that any better. It's different than what I had in mind. But man, it's just so cool sometimes when things outwork better than you plan. So this song's coming out. It's called Live. And you guys helped me get rid of some wood that needed to be disposed of. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So we're gonna have to burn the rest of it at a later time, but the kids wanted to actually make s'mores and stuff over a fire. So I'm sure we'll do that later on. But really excited. So I can't wait for you guys to see this new video that's coming out for Live. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited for it. Oh yeah, and quick props to my kids who were helping hit play on my phone so I could hear the song, and for my wife for filming the entire thing. This really is a family operation, and it's a blast to be able to rope them in whenever I'm doing music videos and stuff. And it's funny, we had my sister-in-law and her friend over, and they were inside helping my wife out by washing dishes so she could film with me. And they were like, oh, how did it go? And they were asking my daughter, and my daughter was literally like, well, Dad sang and the building burned down. Go, just as planned.